service, which is ready to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Hover Travel. We'd like to take a few moments to draw your attention to the safety notice in front of you. You will see that your life jacket is stowed under your seat. Instructions on how to put on your life jacket are shown on the safety notice in 3 easy steps. Should it be necessary to
the deck when I
It is a
started,
very
and I
nice
just
sign.
finished
I
about
think it's
5
painted-
years
it's
later.
painted
That's it,
up.
we don't collect engine number. I started
like a
working on
photo
the railway
from a
line. I thought, well, I don't really want to be
It
collecting
looks like a
engine
photo
numbers
from a
anymore.
from afar.
So I just
Look at it up close.
So what year did you start?
What, collecting?
What, 1958?
Well, that was my recollection. I actually started in 1953, my original collection.
Yes.
But the tender of 9.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a photo for a second.
'Cause I think I probably started around then,
Yeah.
because I was 1954.
Yeah. In East Kent, so everything we got, we didn't see any diesels, electrics or anything. It was 100% steam.
What do you mean it's green? I know.
You
I
never
know
knew
it's
what was
green
going to,
for the
summer,
paper.
Saturday, you never knew what was going to be on the front of the
Still
train.
my son.
Anything from a rebuilt copper top to a Bulleid Pacific.
You get any triple headers?
You used to get, the only triple headers you used to get was the empty, light engine runs between Margate and Ramsgate. Or sometimes
Just
they-
engines, not
Well,
on-
sometimes I think they may have done. I don't recall seeing any, but I've certainly seen 3 engines come through, you know,
Do we hear that?
dropped off at my school at one time.
Was he?
St Lawrence, yeah.
What, St Lawrence, Ramsgate?
What?
Which is interesting. Sadly, this year has gone belly up. It's gone bankrupt.
Right, so
We're closing the doors right now.
what was it, 39 your number, was it? St.
I wasn't there. Yeah, 34. 34.
34 St
I
Lawrence.
wasn't there at the same time as when he was a master. I would love to have met him actually, but he was a master at the school.
And that was 30924.
3-4.
3-4.
The one that was bombed on Cannon Street Railway Bridge
Oh,
in 1941.
My Haileybury was 24.
24, Haileybury.
There's a. Did you know there's a transport treasury book of the schools?
I think I've got, yes, I've got, yeah. I've got
Quite a
various-
recent one.
I've got various books on the schools, yeah. Great engines, very fond of the schools. There we go. We had a good run, Terry, I was a logger on Thursday's trip.
Oh, were you?
It was a bit fraught though. It was one of those days, and of course we were being shuffled around.
Yeah, the train came past my house.
Oh yes,
They didn't give me a whistle though, sadly.
oh well, it was West Coast, wasn't it? We had Andy Hawkins coming back from Southampton, and he hung on the whistle all the way. Every station we went through, he was hanging on the whistle.
Oh.
Yes, it nearly didn't happen, as we were saying earlier. Edition red, and we were on a wing and a prayer, and we got quite serious delays in the Oval Weymouth area.
There's a ban from tomorrow midnight, apparently.
Well, Great Western had a ban already this on Thursday.
Get your eye.
Yeah, yes,
Did they?
yeah.
When you say the Great Western, do you mean the Great Western line from Paddington?
The whole Western region side was, yeah.
That's very interesting because a friend of mine's on the footplate of Eddystone today.
What?
I gather it was allowed to go.
Inglewood.
It was allowed to go because it was being
First
hauled
we can't
over
even
to
see the
King's
scenery.
Cross.
Look at
So
all
that's gone.
I mean, the
But
train
you see, King's Cross is okay, it's condition red.
right there. I mean,
Same as
it's
South
just
Cross.
where the central coach from the train. So we're not getting.
But the 47 was going to do all the work.
We had
The
our
47 today,
yes, I
the
think
47 is going to do all the work.
it was the same with us on Thursday, 47 doing the work. Although we had an interesting crash down Yeovil Junction to back to Dorchester. The initial plan was that our support coach would have gone down with the train down to Metz.
So you ticket? Oh, will we? Oh, sorry. Not yet.
Oh right, okay. Yes.
Oh, how very kind. Thank you.
Thank you. No, the support coach would have gone down the main train down to Weymouth, and the tram line was going to go down light engine, and then because of the condition red, they then decided the plan was to send diesel from Sport West to South, just to take tram line down from
Really?
Yes. So we got there, and that was good. It arrived nearly 2 hours early. It's so it was already there when we got down to Liverpool, and it was Crompton, 33, and on the hoof it was decided that the support coach would now go down as a class 5 with class 33 support coach and train line.
I was going to say, for the support coach to go with the main train, where would you all, for servicing the
Well,
loco?
the plan was that we'd get as much done, because we had around an hour, there was time to turn the engine to do things after arrival for the stop. The plan was to get as much done, and then 3 of them were going to stay behind to finish it off and go down with the loco on the football aid. But in the event, we had all the support crew stayed there. That worked out very well, actually.
You went to Hereford that number.
With West Coast, we've got DB and we've got a traction inspector. We have just an owner's rep, traction inspector, driver and farm. But with West Coast, they don't provide the traction inspector. The driver is his own traction inspector. So we can have 4 on full plate, so we can take 2. And if I'm assuming that they're probably, if the plan line was being bought, you need a bar driver, didn't you? Just a bar.
So I suppose number 3 could go in the Crompton, could it?
Yeah. Well, I think all 3 of them were on the foot plate. In the event, Mike Oden did firing anyway on the van line.
Sorry,
Mike Oden. Do you know Mike Oden?
No.
He's one of our guys. He's actually a Swannish guy, but he was part of the support. So no, that worked. But the single line between Dorchester and Penmill was 4.5. It had a train failure at Sycamore. So everything was running about 40 minutes late. So we just sat at Penmill for about 40 minutes.
Right, because I know you were late leaving Weymouth, weren't you?
43 late off Weymouth.
Yes, but I was interested to see. I was interested about the light engine trip to Southall. That answers that.
Yeah.
1 mile, 1 tunnel.
You were leaving within 5 minutes of each other or something like that.
The light engine was from Weymouth.
From Weymouth, yeah.
Yeah, light engine went. It went. Well, in fact, we actually went at 1821, right at the slot of the 1820 Waterloo, which came from Weymouth. It actually started in Dorchester. We passed it in Dorchester.
Okay.
But, that was the support crew all sitting on the platform at Penmill. That's Bill Milteith, who was one of the drivers.
Yes.
Oh, that's at Penmill station.
Right.
We sat there for about 40 minutes.
Right.
I couldn't get any shots really. I got to think. Well, that was taken out of the back of the support coach. I was in the support coach because we couldn't get out. The ones that weren't me, we couldn't get out, so we had to stay in the coach.
My last trip with Tangmere was to Yoga.
Yeah. Oh, that's my homework. That was the outward band. That's the outward trip. That's our job. We do the logging, so we always have someone to keep the book. There we are. That's our routine.
So I did it once with Tangmere.
Yeah, 1821. That was our 1821. We were actually picked up. We were only 7 minutes later once.
Right.
But eventually we were into Waterloo at 17 minutes late.
Very good. Yes, it was December the 14th or 13th, 2014 was my last trip with Tangmere, which was just before the March Wootton Bassett situation.
Oh gosh, yes.
I had asked to be on the train, but when I applied, I spoke to the RO. Well, I don't know whether he was the RO then, but he was the chap that looked after the support crew for booking them on. Yeah. I was told that there was no more room in the inn. There was no more room in support coach, so I didn't go. But it was a carol service at Sherborne.
Oh yes, yeah.
And we went. So people got off at Sherborne. Others may have come down to Yeovil, returned the engine, serviced it, and then I had the privilege of literally having a footplate ride from Yeovil Junction to London.
Oh right, yes.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
That was my last trip on that. I love just pottling around suburbs of London on that.
Yeah.
You know, perhaps Bromley South was one time I got on to play with one or two other things, but it was just lovely, just slowly going through the London suburbs and seeing the dusk come, as it were, and the night come, and the lights of London lighting up.
So you haven't really been too healthy lately, though, have you? I think West Coast maintenance.
Right. She was out this week, though.
Yeah.
My brother from the National sent me this. He's at the Spa Valley Railway today.
Oh right, yes. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
So that's the Keith Barker now.
Oh, brilliant. There's a lot of them about.
No, this is the accent.
But I say, who would have thought, you know, in the 1967 we'd still be going, you know, all these years later.
Extraordinary, isn't it?
Yeah. And I was at DMO Wimbledon at the time, and I remember walking out on the Friday, and I wasn't one of these ones chasing through everything in those days. I had more other interests down in East Kent, the females of attraction. But I remember going up to Waterloo and thinking, oh well, the station park, well, it won't be there on Monday, you know. Yeah. But I did see out the Interstate at Wimbledon. I was there in '67.
It was my last trip. It was bank holiday weekend. My last weekend on the Southern was the bank holiday weekend in August 1966.
Yeah.
We saw 801. David Richardson, who's a member, early member like me. We saw 80151 at Eastleigh, funny enough.
Oh yes. Yeah.
And we were hauled back. So we had a weekend together, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And we went Basingstoke, Eastleigh, went round the shed, Bournemouth, Swanage, Weymouth, went round the shed. And interesting enough, on the Monday, bank holiday Monday, we were hauled back to Waterloo by Clan Line.
Really?
Yeah.
I had one run with the Clan Line on the Atlantic Coast Express, but I think my cracking run really was Merchant 24 when we did Waterloo to Salisbury in 74 minutes. Well, I didn't send it, it's published. Driver Roberts of Nine Elms, and it was a bank holiday Monday, so Nine Elms worked us instead of Salisbury. And we were 6 late start, right time at Salisbury. And it's actually in Cecil Allen's British Pacific Locals and in Derek Wimper.
Yeah.
But we did it all without exceeding 90.
At the water. Not here, at the water.
31 minutes dead on to milepost 31, 58 to Andover. And my friend and colleague said sitting after, I said, you were doing well if you did Andover under the hour.
Right.
It won't get bent, Dad. It's going to be in the suitcase. It's fine. I'll put it near the bottom. It won't get bent.
There's nothing quite like a Bulleid, is there?
Oh, you want the ticket?
In order for this thing to get bent in the suitcase, you're going to have to
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure.
Privilege ticket.
Yes.
He's a privileged man.
We've been to the Clan Line Society AGM.
Oh, yeah.
National Navy Locomotive Preservation Society. As you probably know.
I did see it. It was built for it.
Oh yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, well,
Excellent. Yeah, it's a really good time. It's lovely hearing up to date what's happening. Although I am involved now with going down to help clean once a month at Stuart's Lane.
You like coming up, don't you?
I do.
Yeah,
It's lovely to see people.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, there's Lady of Legend right here.
I'm sure you do. I was just going to say, that, you know, you exuding.
Yeah, I love it. I love doing this show. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no, it's great to see. It's great to see you out there. And I've, seeing your name in the
Thank you.
early magazines as membership.
Oh, thank you very much.
No, I always look. I took some home. I must take them back. Well, I always feel I was lucky
do a lot of training. When I was first working on the railway, I was sent up as booking clerk Dumpton Park. First station was Ramsgate. And myself and Ian, who was there, what we used to do, we used to have a fiddle. One of us, if we were doing the weekend, one will work all day Thursday, one will work all day Friday, and it gave me a day off during the week. And I'd come up, and sometimes I was started doing the old stopwatch thing, and I'd come up on the first, an early train up from Kent Coast, and get there. I think it was the 9 o'clock Waterloo down to Woking. From Woking to Waterloo on probably I think it was a standard 4 class on the front, 460 standard 4. Down on the 11 o'clock to Salisbury, up on the up ace.
750XX.
Yeah, 74 XX, the standard 4 class 4. Do you know we had some on the sub? 75. You're right, 75s.
Yeah. 75s are 4MT.
Yes, 4MT, 75.
We also. Yeah.
One of those we had, and then I'd go down on the 11, up on the up, ace, down on the Wessex. In the summer you could get through the Bournemouth and come back on the summer only 2 hours. In the winter you had to be out at the centre and come back on the 6th Bournemouth. And then I'd get one more trip in, down on the 854, Waterloo. Woking and back up again to Waterloo, then down on the last train down to Ramsgate.
Oh wow, amazing.
Yeah, I was about 18 then.
Did you see all the bullets?
Yes, no, one I did. 33018, Q1, it was
oh, I see.
Yeah, no, all the West Countries, all the McLaren, all the Mercuries. The only one I missed was Q1. And I found it Bulleid pieces. Noisy. The Bulleid pieces and the Bulleid obviously not the leader.
So what was the Q1 you didn't see?
33018. The hill for Q1.
My first Q1 I saw at Greenwood. We were on holiday at Southport with the parents. Probably 953.
Arsenal's Corkscrew.
33040.
Oh right, yeah, right, the last one.
Yeah, that was my first one that I saw. Always, always an understanding.
Oh, it's funny how you remember things like that. I can remember my last battle of Britain. Believe it or not, I saw it at home, also. 34061. And she was shedding her passion. Actually, a very empty steam on this southeast side. And I was up, so it appeared in front of me on Sunday afternoon.
Well, I know that.
She's making a lot of noise, isn't she, Derek?
Yes, she is. Kind of reminded me of Braunton now. It's kind of reminded me of that.
I wonder if they might have some issue with not running steam today down here, I wonder.
I would have been situation like that.
Obviously, they must have done something to the locos, like fit spark arresters in when they know it's
They've got spark arresters anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's this guy actually? No, they've all got spark arresters.
Yeah.
When I came down.
Terry on the race.
Have you had any issues with running steam in these conditions?
Yeah, well, it's mainly because the drivers get so hot.
Yeah,
Yes,
no.
they were saying that, yeah.
I wonder.
It's kind of health and safety of work outside.
I came down on the 11:30, which was hauled by Sir Archibald. And when they were filling up with water at the end of the platform at Sheffield Park, I was having a chance to drive, and he was saying the heat in the cab was. He was a lunchtime relief.
Yeah.
You know, the actual crew were having a break somewhere.
Well, what they do is when they drive it, and when they get to East Midland and they want to shut the engine, another crew does it.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Just to give them a break.
Oh, I see. Bulleid cabs can be, particularly Bulleid cabs can be very hard.
Yeah. They've modified a lot. So that they scoop in it.
Yeah.
Still, I mean, you've got cold version.
Sorry, I butted in.
No, you didn't. No problem at all. Oh, yes. Are you catching a train from East Grimsby?
Yes, yeah. I'm going to as far as Ripley.
Okay, I'll see if I can find it there. Ashford, 1961. 31065 had just been withdrawn and was in a siding at Ashford. And Ashford MPD, Bold and I had a round Kent Rover, and we went to Ashford MPD and photographed each other on the footplate in the siding. I've got the photograph, taken a photograph of it, of the photograph that's in here, and I showed Terry earlier, but I'm enjoying the run, so I'll find it on the train to London. I didn't see that today. I saw
gave up using it for that. And in actual fact, I think this WhatsApp's going to overtake that. I think that's brilliant. I'm all for that. I think that we do feel though it might need a bit of fine tuning. And Dave said with quite a few people, one or two people that shouldn't be on there. You know, don't come to the lane now.
Yes, I don't particularly want to be on. I mean,
no,
the day it started, it was going every 5 minutes, and I thought, this is ridiculous.
Well, it was going every 5 minutes very much because it was a novel, but also because it did have reason for pouring people out who was going to come and clear the ash ban and clear the smoke box and things for Thursday's trip. So as I think it was serving a purpose.
Yeah, well, it probably was, but I'm just saying that I'd be happy not to be on it.
Whether I was right in putting that on the board, I was an opportunist. I thought, well, I'll get it on the board.
So it's interesting seeing that Simon Martin is a railway author.
Yes, he's
British Railways. British Railways stories.
He's done
British Railways?
No. He's done a book on Thomas, and he's done a book on Dresden. Really? Yes, he's done two. I think I'm going to go and do Alan Bulleid. I don't know if there's anything else to write on Bulleid.
He might have told me last year, so I came back to London with him.
So I've got it. He gave me a copy of this Thomas. There was one lying on the table at Stuart's Way. He's very parallel in the art. And he thinks, well, I can see his point. I people always think, he just he get on to press and he wants to all to press again. So that's you don't achieve it, that's what it has to go through. He's got it. Simon's done a lot of research on limits with the BR. And when they rebuilt the 202s, 462s, got them all. I mean, they weren't that reliable going into the first place. They had lots of issues. On the wheelbase, getting out on the line, on the curve, to whatever the they didn't have a very good record of reliability. I think, you know, during the wartime he simplified things. He was the engineer behind the B1. What's wrong with a B1?
Yeah.
I went there.
Yeah, and they were nicknamed, bongos, and then yeah, and then they like the big ones. I think they nicknaming them antelopes. That's all right.
They were at that time, the L1.
Cement mixers.
Yeah, I've heard that, or concrete. Well, I think concrete mixers but say cement. Yeah. But that's it. They were a watertight. The first one came out and they were strong. I think the production was made up of as good as the broken. Yeah, but you know, the enthusiast gets their beer in the bottom. But I mean,
I'm a hedge fund manager as well, and but I had to spend a bit of it to get a new blade on our clippers.
oh,